Welcome back to the group Ghetto Wax. We go. We are back. We are back.
Say Drake. I heard you like him young.
You know, Kylie.
That's how he turned.
Hey, that was crazy though. I'm surprised he I thought he was gonna beat around it and not say it, but he just said that fool's name like that. I was like, oh.
What a petty motherfucker, bro.
Expect me to say the name.
Anybody
that's been living under a rock. Yeah. Anybody that's been living under the rock, it was just the Super Bowl.
Big as the what?
Kendrick Lamar performed all of a medley of some of his greatest hits, including They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us. They Not Like Us.
The sound like I had to watch it back because if you're at a party or even with a family of like 4 or 5 people that's talking, there's a lot you miss. And I had to go back and watch it to really catch like the art of it. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I was like, he didn't give a shit that he had a lot of people just locked out of that performance. That was for a specific people, black people. It was very black. What do y'all think?
I thought it was freaking great. Speaking as a non-black, I loved it.
Well, you're with the culture, so like, duh, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you understand.
I loved it.
You produce hip hop, but like the average white male is probably like, I can't understand what he's saying.
Hey, Ben Stiller said it was like the greatest halftime show.
He's probably
can you click on that clip, Jaime? Can you play that?
Yeah, sure.
How'd you think about it, Davy Jones?
I thought it was
hardcore
good. It's exactly what I expected. Not the symbolism, but I wasn't surprised when he had all the different symbolisms and stuff like that. And I just didn't understand why people thought he wasn't going to say Drake's name. That was the big thing. That was the conversation before the actual performance was like, oh, is he going to perform it?
Is he really about to do it?
I do like that he was alluding to it, but I think it didn't have the effect on me because I always most of us, I would say, knew that he was going to perform the song. There's no way he's not going to.
I
just won 5 Grammys.
I thought at first I thought he wasn't, but then as soon as I saw Sam Jackson out there dressed as Uncle Sam, I was like, oh, he's for sure doing this.
Yeah, it was a cold diss, like the way he was alluding to it during the song, like the way he said, I want to play their favorite song, but they like to soothe. I was like, ooh.
Man,
a
lot of diss.
Not to mention that the controller reference that it's like a Sony PlayStation controller, and Sony Music owns Drake's stuff, so it's kind of like a fun one too.
I didn't connect those dots. I saw it as like Squid Game.
I thought he just held it like
controlling the pole.
PlayStation.
I saw that too. I didn't make the connection about the Sony thing until somebody brought it up, that they were like, huh, interesting. Because that's
the art, right? It's like
game over.
Everyone got a different interpretation.
So we about to play the Great American Game, and then no, too ghetto.
That's what good art makes you do too, right? It makes you
exactly.
About shit. It makes your own narrative or what you think. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly. If it's an open interpretation on like a bunch of different levels, then yes, he is achieved as an at an artist highest level you can. And and especially the old folks don't like it. See,
absolutely. So hold on. Pause this real quick.
Set it up.
At work, I am about probably 15 years younger than pretty much anyone that's around.
Yeah, you're old as fuck too.
And I'm pretty much the Negro around. I'm the black
nigga boy from school.
Everyone around. So every time that I'm thinking about my favorite part of this whole performance was thinking about
A minor.
I'm just kidding.
Damn, that's all you were thinking about? Oh,
yeah. Thinking about these people that I work with that are sitting there and having to watch with their families this Kendrick Lamar protest performance. There's cats in there going dumb. Cove one's out. They're out there gigging, sea walking, all this craziness. And it just made me so happy to think about the different scenes around the country of this right here.
Let it roll.
Oh, there we go.
For people just listening, there's a whole bunch of elder women that look like they're.
Oh shit! Look at her.
Like, what is this?
Oh my god!
Why is he still around? Certified level boy, certified PDF file.
Dude, this is great.
Man.
She looks like she's watching like She's watching coverage of the Kennedy assassination.
Basically.
That's what's so
Look at
dope
Dad
about
back there.
That's what's so dope though about Jay-Z taking this over. Because imagine
Yeah.
we should have been recording ourselves when it was like the fucking Who and people like that playing. Like,
True that. You
know
too.
what I'm
I had the
saying?
same reaction
Like,
as this lady.
Yeah,
I
we'll
was
see
doing that.
how they respond next year because like
imagine how the players felt
Yeah.
like when you got like the Who and the oh no, that's
Yeah.
Coldplay.
Yeah, that's when they can focus on the fucking game though. No?
Or
But
they got, like,
for the event, it
Adam
was
Levine.
I like the performance. I thought it was obviously, starting out, but he did it on purpose. It was a little slower, right? And I thought the SZA part, they had some sound issues for SZA.
She was just lip
the
syncing.
sound mixing the
She
whole
wasn't
thing
lip syncing.
sucked.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
the sound was
she-
just getting fucked. She was singing.
Yeah.
Because she even sang in a different note than it's on the record. She really be like that with the mic, apparently.
Mhm.
Especially in the stadiums like that for like
Yeah, it's so
halftime shows
hateable.
or
I hate
different.
stadium shows, bro.
Well, SZA, and this is one of the reasons why I like her voice so much. She had I think she has perfect pitch. Maybe I maybe, but like she's able to hold a note very, very steady. And even if she gets like a little bit of a hand from auto-tune, she doesn't get that much of a help from it. She's able to just like really pipe out notes like super, super clean and easy. So sometimes when you see her performing live, you think it sounds like a backing track. Like that's how
Well, no,
talented
that's just
she
because like
is.
that's the Super Bowl too, though. Like it's
yeah,
if you see the videos from people there, like it looks
sounds
like
shit.
it's all just for like they're doing this shit just for the people
TV.
at home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
the way it's
Right,
like
yeah.
even like they show Tiger looking at Kendrick, that shit look whack as fuck. I'm like, fuck, bro, this shit look hella weak. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a person who was there last year for Usher and seen it. Like, how was that?
It's hard to enjoy live when you're there in, like Nesto said, in the stadium when it's not necessarily like fully tailored toward a stadium concert. I had to go back and watch Usher's again to really enjoy it.
Right.
So for sure, yeah. If it was somebody out there just doing a bunch of party songs, it might have been different. But you wanted to really hear the shit. Apple turned his mic up on the replay of it. So
Yeah.
definitely for the people at home, no doubt.
Yeah.
They did it. I think that they did a really good job. Like the biggest thing to say, like technically, was definitely that the sound mixing was rough.
Mhm.
Sounds like the guy hasn't mixed the rap show before.
Well, I mean, it's also that stadium. It's also that stadium, bro. Remember last time the halftime show Beyonce, the lights went out or whatever because it was too much or some shit. So
Remember, Apple also fixed Alicia
Oh, yeah.
Keys' note when she fucking her voice cracked when she hit that note.
Yeah.
Oh
Went
yeah,
back and
yeah.
fixed
She had a
it. That
sour
was the worst note
yeah.
in Super Bowl history. That's it.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
yeah, bro. Sound engineering isn't all that great live, for sure.
Oh yeah, especially when you're like that's what I more than anything. That's what I hate when people like film stuff like on their phones and stuff. Like unless it's like a dope ass light show, but if you're like have the sound on and they're like sound up on, like you can't hear shit. Like, it's like, what does
I
it
do
sound
really like the part with Samuel L. Jackson's like, oh, you got your homeboys. That's a ghetto cheat code or whatever.
yeah, he
And
said
he
that.
ducked
He said
one life.
culture. Yeah, he said
He was
culture.
really
cheat code or
acting,
something
bro.
like
You
that.
felt his Django, like, shame on you, boy, come through on that. Samuel L. Jackson killed that shit.
Well, he's an interesting choice too, because Samuel Jackson, you do a little bit of history.
It was too perfect, bro. Uncle Sam, he's
On,
done
like,
the Django role, which a lot of black people resonate with
he's
in that.
radical.
Yeah,
He's
Jackson
an
does his
activist
thing.
too.
And that was cool. He
He's
had
a radical young man.
he had what's it called? Sea walking out there.
Serena
Oh,
Williams.
Serena
Hey,
Williams.
It was hella funny though. She was hitting it though, but it was just like it did seem like a smart move on his part, but also petty on her part. But I do kind of agree with Anthony Smith, or not Anthony Smith, Stephen A. Smith,
Yeah.
saying like, as the husband, even though he's super supporting her,
Oh yeah.
it's also like, bro,
Yeah,
why
but-
do you even care about what this man like?
Yeah,
why
bro.
are you trying to be so involved with? Why
We
we're
know
getting
who the
retaliation.
dominant is in that relationship. Like,
1000%.
Oh, for sure. Look at them thighs.
Yeah,
Are
the
you
dude
kidding
with
me?
all the money.
and he's like a scrawny little cuz too. You know what I'm saying? It's like you ain't gonna put your foot down. What you gonna? You better
Well, he
like.
got fat pockets, so I mean,
know,
she
They're
Kendrick
does.
is all about
they're
like
locked in for
double.
life though. They got kids.
Kendrick's all about double entendres, and Serena was also punished for crip walking on the Wimbledon stage. So it's kind of like her redemption moment too. Like, I'm doing this on the Super Bowl stage. Fuck y'all.
But then also like,
Yeah, I think that's probably more to do with it than the relationship with Drake.
It's
but
all
yeah,
right.
I'm saying scratch
of
all
course.
that. It's also she's from Compton.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, right,
So-
exactly.
No, it was the right move for him to do, to invite her, and definitely, like he has so many little Easter eggs and little like notes and different, like you said, entendres, but in performance form. But it was good. I just like the ending because I'm more of a casual Kendrick guy, and when you're a casual guy like most people, right, you're gonna listen to his hits, right, like as far as what you're looking for. So he ended it with that, which I think people expected, but also that's what
a lot of people were upset about that too, that he didn't do a lot of his old hits like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, what's it called, Mad City, and stuff like that.
It wasn't a part of the story he was trying to tell, apparently.
And that would have been at the beginning only.
Humble and Double Diamond, bro. So, he did technically throw in some of the biggest hits as well as DNA, most streamed songs from him.
But then nothing off his classic album, Good Kid, Mad City.
Here's back to what I was saying. For the casuals, it's like, to a lot of the casual, his one of his best albums, and arguably his best album, is his most recent one, unfortunately. And I know the real Kendrick fans don't agree with that, wouldn't agree with that at all, right? But I'm just saying, from the general public's perspective that don't follow him, right? That's what they're loving for. Like my favorite Kendrick song is like all the new shit he has, actually. Like I like some of his old shit too, but like more like TV Off, like the most popular song, and obviously Not Like Us.
Well, another thing, you fuck with it too because you're from the West Coast. Like this music doesn't get love on the East Coast. Like they don't fuck with us like that.
That's
like
really
you're talking about Toronto shit. They're like, oh, turn this bullshit off. Like, you know what I mean? Like we don't hear this. Like West Coast music gets love out here. Like that's what's been so like championing for Kendrick, that he was able to get a West Coast song like that. I mean, plus it's on Drake's heels. Like it's built off Drake, but it's getting so much, like it got 5 Grammys. Like this nigga Kendrick really performed at the Grammys. He didn't perform, but he got 5 Grammys, and a week later he performed at the halftime at the Super Bowl. Like, man, I'm bringing back the horny pick of the week, and it's going to Kendrick Lamar.
Horny's back in.
Do I even have it? I don't know if I do. Oh, I do. Hey, here we go. Hey.
Hey, but here's a hot take. Her crip walk kind of sucks, but that's how we all did it in like 7th grade.
I wish I had the video of Molly doing it, man. She nails.
Oh my god, we need that. Mall Jimmy, bro.
She dances like she has a white husband.
Damn.
Mall Jimmy.
I don't know what that's supposed
to be. Man, it is what it is. So it is what it is. I wanted to throw out there too, like TV off is very funny. Like 1.8 million people did actually turn their TV off after like the dip in viewership.
Hey, listen.
Turn that TV off.
What another good like little conspiracy theory I seen about the Kendrick, like why he performed his new shit is because his old stuff was like owned mostly by TDE and stuff, but then he performed Humble and DNA, so that kind of scratched that. But then the reason like they also like his new shit went like, that's why I say you don't get paid for the Super halftime, but it's that promo, like his shit went up like 400% or whatever on streaming.
Yeah. And then he started with that intro snippet that we don't have a hold of yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also it's on YouTube. Yeah, only on YouTube. And also like this, he kind of like was selling the GNX tour too, because it's him and SZA, and who'd he bring out? SZA.
Yeah. Like, that's what the halftime performance is about. It's literally like a business proposition. It's an ultimate. It's an honor, but really, it's gonna boost your streaming, your sales, and it's your time to promo yourself. So
I saw a whole lot of Oakland shit going on in that performance, and shout out Kendrick for doing that, man.
He's always showing love to the Bay, and he had people from the Bay on there performing. Like I've seen a lot of people I follow, like posting, shout out to so and so, for like getting a big look. So
I think once it transitions to the peekaboo phase, that show just went crazy for me because like. This motherfucker rehearsed the hell out of this, bro. He didn't skip a beat. He controlled his breath. Apparently, he traveled 70 yards from stage to stage total and still sounded. He runs 6 miles a day, I guess.
Well, I mean, Kendrick always sounds good. Like he's never like his performance live is always like he's no backtrack. You know what I'm saying? He's always killing it.
He was. There was a really excellent and here for me, one of the biggest things too, when you go out on stage like that, because I mean, let's look back to the last time that somebody tried to be a little bit radical on stage, and that was Beyonce, kind of like making a nod towards the Black Panthers, right? And like that immediately did damage to that movement in a way, because that's just like get like the NFL basically being like co-opting like a militant movement that got civil rights, you know, and it's like, oh, well, now it's just a little show,
and they did that for this, which
yeah,
was
but for
basically
this
a protest.
But this, yes, this one he did an excellent job. Like as an artist, he did an excellent job flirting with it, but not allowing himself to get completely co-opted by the entire superstructure that is the NFL. So
what
it's
do
like
you
lean in?
But what do you feel about the guy who was out there with the Sudan and Free Palestine flag? They're saying that he was just a random, but people were saying that he was actually like with Kendrick and them, like he was performing.
I think he was. I think that he was with him. But again, that was like the one thing too. It was never shown on TV. I mean, I think that there were some people that really expected Kendrick being Kendrick to go out there and be like, yo, fuck the president or just something like that. But I'm really glad he said nothing direct. Like I'm glad that he didn't do #resistance out there.
It's like Demo said. It was art. It was the interpreter. Like all the American like graphics had people clueless, older white folk who don't listen to this, like, oh well, at least he's showing the flag and it's patriotic, and his women are all clothed with no demonic messages.
Exactly.
I don't mind this. I saw that take a lot online.
Yeah. Right.
Conservatives.
It's like it's all red, white, and blue. I love it. What this is see, look at even the black people are starting to think that the America's back on top. Come on. You love
Remember that tweet I sent y'all of the guy like, see what Donald Trump has made possible for advancement of colored people?
Oh, say what again?
That tweet I sent you from the guy, like, see the kind of advancement that Donald Trump has been able to make.
Yeah, right.
For colored people.
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy.
There too.
So
I just like, bro, the peekaboo shit, he's not even in the shot, and then he pops up out of nowhere like peekaboo. Yeah. That shit was sick.
That's the best part. I've been watching that clip with the AZ Chike where he started rapping his verse. That was like,
his family's reaction. That was hard.
That was AZ Chike been killing it lately too. He was really good on Schoolboy Q's album too. So shout out AZ Chike, big come up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, overall, no, that at my core, that was one of the things that I appreciated the most about it. Was just like in terms of was the fact that he towed the line in such an effective way that, you know, even now we've already spent 15 minutes on it, you know?
Yeah. But people, I was excited, like just as a football watcher, since the game was so trash. That was another reason why people were looking forward to the halftime.
I turned that shit off in the third quarter, bro. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah,
God damn!
That's the most notable thing of the evening was the performance.
Like people want to see a competitive game, regardless of who wins. You know, they want to see competition and to see domination from beginning to end.
It wasn't a good game, but for those of us that have been just waiting for this team's downfall, somehow,
project, bro,
we enjoyed every second of it.
You mean the Chiefs haters?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, but they got fraud check, bro, and they fucking like it was 2020 all over again. Like all you gotta do is once you start punching that kid in the mouth, it's over, and they were able to do it. They didn't even have to use extra blitz. It was all the front four.
Yeah, they blitzed one time in the whole game. And that's what a front four does. Davey says it all the time. If you win the battle in the trenches, you most likely are going to win the game. And Pat Mahomes never had any time, damn near the whole night, bro.
And they just were like defeated, like they couldn't do nothing, bro. Like they had like one first down, like in the first half. Like it was like
he was getting instantly rushed the whole time for sure. Bro,
and then
they only rushed forward. That is the Jalen Carter effect. They double teamed him almost every play, allowing everybody else to eat.
That's another thing. Like that's what a lot of people were talking about. Like they really like they just gave up on the run right away. It's like they should have still kept trying. Like you know what I mean? Because you still got two dogs back there, Kareem Hunt and Pacheco. You know what I mean? So
damn, motherfucker had like 9 yards.
Yeah, they both had like 9 and 2 yards. I was like, what the fuck? Fucked all the prize picks up.
What wins championships though?
Defense.
Yeah.
Hey, but the thing, Kansas City defense was playing pretty good too.
They weren't the reason they lost.
They just had short fields the whole time.
They
played hella.
Mahomes,
nothing they could have done.
He gave that shit away.
Jalen Hurts looked great too.
Everybody did. Who's number 19? Sweat. He was the one that said that he even there was a quote that said that he should have got the MVP, but he said it's all good.
Yeah. Some people say Cooper DeJean.
Yeah. Well, it was like 1 year where they gave it to a cornerback, right? Remember? I forgot what year it was. Where they gave it to a cornerback. This is back in the day. Fuck.
That's rare.
so many Super Bowls.
Nigga must have balled out.
Yeah.
But I love that Super Bowl. It delivered.
Well, I mean, for you,
it
it's
was
lovely.
cathartic. Yeah, I was so
Red
worried at the beginning
Kingdom.
when they like called that shitty foul. I was like, no.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
At the
yeah.
beginning, it was like,
Here we go.
hey, but once the announcers were saying too, they're like, oh no,
You're like,
I didn't like
oh,
that.
that
Like,
was
Brady said
Tom
that shit
Brady.
like twice. Yeah, and then
Big
all of a
Chiefs
sudden it was
hater.
just like, let him play. And then it
Yeah.
was-
So yeah, they got the call in from headquarters. They were like, I don't think we can do it this time.
Let him play,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Man,
and-
I forgot we didn't even talk about like how's Drake gonna bounce back from this shit.
yeah. I mean, we
the
could get back
sexy
to it.
songs for you, bro. That's this week.
Yeah, R&B
You think
basically.
he's gonna have some like sub? I was watching a podcast.
Nah,
talking
hell
about, you
no.
think he's gonna have some subs in there for Kendrick in the new one?
No.
In the
It's
sexy
all gonna be
album?
like, come and see me, come and see me.
On a singing album, I don't know, bro. But maybe that's the
hate
only
you,
way.
Kendrick. You a bitch.
I think this is good for him to just do something not on topic of Dot. You know what I'm saying? Get back to the Drake
Yeah.
with the PN. This shit will be a fire album, I assume. You know
For
what I'm saying?
Valentine's Day.
Everyone's been talking big about it was clean. It was clean. You can't hate on it. His shirt that he was wearing at his concert had the bullet holes and it was like smoke,
The smoke
coming
coming
out.
out.
from the
Oh,
back.
That's cool. I mean,
That's
it's real. I mean,
That
for
is
Drake,
cool.
Like the thing that's actually kind of good about the way that Kendrick basically bodied him on the biggest stage ever, like literally, is that like now it's like okay, it's like really over. It's really
So
over.
when he said
Drake-
game over,
Get
yeah,
back to
like-
doing what you
Yeah.
do best. You know,
Yeah.
making them songs, make me wave my hands, all that.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like and Drake will come
Well,
back.
that's-
It'll be a dope
That's what everybody's saying.
song.
like,
We'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
No, it's got to be really ready for Drake's music.
it's gonna be
whatever
like
he
when the
does.
Pusha T
make that
Pusha
jack
T
off
thing
music.
happened.
Hey, yo.
Let me see you
Yeah.
push a T. Like oh, that was dope too. Euphoria getting played out there. That was crazy. But
That was hard.
That was hard. I was like,
Yeah.
hey.
Have you ever?
But yeah,
I'm more surprised he performed that than like people were talking about. Oh, is he gonna perform Not Like Us? It's like, of course, but
imagine he dropped
Euphoria
Meet the
comes
Grams
in
out there.
What the fuck?
that's a
Turn the
little
TV off.
That's a little bit too boring. Or too
Walk out like,
violent.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, no way.
Sorry,
That's
that would've
nuts.
been
That would be nuts.
But yeah, speaking of Drake though, like that's what they're saying that he's gonna, like with Pusha T, basically where he came back, make some slaps, and then later on he's gonna come back and start doing the subs. Because the thing is like too prideful. It can't go out like that. It's like they were comparing it to like boxing. It's like he could. So you take L in fighting, but you're still gonna come back and fight. Like you still gotta, you know what I mean?
but not
Make
the
your
same
way up
person.
ranks. Yeah. Well,
Right, yeah.
eventually, eventually it happens.
Soft,
He's
soft
gonna get you
advance,
down the road.
Whatever
The
you gotta do.
rematch.
Yeah.
Whatever
Maybe.
rap Drake drops next will be extreme heat, bro. Because this is a look in the mirror before he drops rap, I think, and that's
gotta get
as a
back-
fan of his, that's what I would want to see.
You got to get back to the colonizing though. You got to hook back up with Future, Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? They
That
gotta
you
get
know,
it
bro,
lit.
like he could just do his own thing without doing all that at this point.
I was kind of feeling when he
that'd
was
be
getting
hard.
into like, Guerreros and stuff like that. I was like, damn, go down there and do a collab with Fuerza Regida or something like that.
I
But,
mean, he
you know,
did. He
he
did
did.
pretty much
Even
every
more.
genre except
with the
rap.
job.
even more.
Well, I mean, that song was kind of whatever.
I
It's
know it
funny.
was whatever,
It's
but I mean, like
funny.
he could actually lean into it if he wanted.
Well, I mean, he's done like reggaeton and he's done bachata. You know what I'm saying? He does everything.
Yeah,
Like he did
should
the
team up
bachata
with Bad
shit.
Bunny.
I mean, they did the Mia.
That's my favorite.
God only favor
But like
in
That's
another-
my favorite.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you another. I'm saying leaning
another
in.
one.
I mean,
to
that's
that
what he's gonna.
part of
That's
it.
what he's gonna have to
Yeah.
do, bro. You know what I'm saying?
How about that
Like,
Khaled
yeah.
shit? Speaking about the Drake, and another one is
Oh, that was funny.
But then
You got-
he says Drake Bell though, right?
Break that
Yeah, 'cause,
down,
like-
bro, for people that don't know.
so Khaled's been pushing that. I got 2 Drake songs. I got Drake verses or whatever for a long time for this upcoming album of Khaled's. And like I'm talking about even right before the beef, before the whole Future and Metro made a diss track or whatever with Kendrick on it. Before all this, he was already walking out with Drake on the tour with a sign that says "I got 2 Drake verses" and doing all this shit. But as soon as that beef started, right, Khaled went radio silent, right, and then all of a sudden now the beef is over, right? now Khaled's back on promoting this shit. But that trailer he dropped was dope. It was like a mini movie.
It's like 8 minutes. I didn't watch it.
It had Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg. It had some other
Hey.
actors in it. But it's basically surrounded by Mark Wahlberg's like, oh, he got 2 Drake verses, and it's in this like case or whatever. Or the
You
album.
watched
is
the
in
whole
there.
thing,
It's-
Dave?
Yeah, I watched it. It's long. It's like probably like 20 minutes.
It's like 8 minutes, I think, right?
Is it? I saw it was 9 clips on the previews already in Instagram alone.
But then, right, Drake drops a comment on his video like, are you talking about Drake Bell? Like, just
yeah, exactly.
So Drake just
apparently give him a break.
Which is
allegedly
funny, but then
Drake
Khaled
didn't clear
deletes
it.
the video. He deletes it
he
right
did
after
it?
Drake says that. So is Drake salty that Khaled didn't like speak up for him, have his back a little bit more?
100%.
Well, bro, he don't even speak up for Palestine. He ain't gonna speak up for you.
Yeah.
He didn't even Khaled didn't even talk about like Kendrick either.
He stayed out of it. But I guess Drake wanted the backing and support and loyalty. And Khaled, like I said, if he ain't repping Palestine, he ain't gonna rep you and shit.
Well, then also we got to forget before this, the beef with Kendrick completely blew up. It was all the whole thing about the Future and Metro shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought Khaled was silent because of Diddy parties, but if it was just
that too,
Palestine, everything combined,
Free Diddy. Oh my Kanye.
Yeah. Whoa, bro, but Drake's sensitive, like most artists. So, like, at this point, you already know Drake's on that fuck everybody except for if you're from Canada type of thing.
Except for Curry.
Bro,
yeah,
good.
Except for Steph Curry.
I kind of want to see that. Just give us just Drake. You know what I'm saying? He don't need all these features.
Because he's trying to now. He's not going to do as many features with his usuals. His usual rappers, especially Khaled. Because now he's like, bro, I'm helping you more than you're helping me. I don't need
facts. The Drake stimulus is a real thing, bro. And if he stops giving that to people, I think that's powerful.
Yeah, that's what a lot of bloggers and radio DJs were talking about, man. Like, he needs to just like say fuck it and just go do his own thing for now and not do that no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Protect his soul, protect your mind, bro. But yeah.
I mean, Friday come out the new album, right?
Yeah, for Valentine's Day. It's good masturbation music. That's it.
Wait, we're talking about Drake? Is coming out with an album on Friday?
Yeah, him and Party Next Door.
Come and see me.
Party Next Door dropping on Valentine's Day.
You could schwack to, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that
any gender you would like, bro. It's the future.
Hey, definitely. Hey, whatever, Hey, but I wanted to drop we spoke about this. I'll keep it brief because I did write an essay to you all in the group chat, but this is a group chat on Wax. But one of the slept on comparisons that I kind of couldn't help but notice coming off of Kendrick is Kanye, because like we all know what happened here. His website went down because it like broke. Yeah, the Demo's alter ego, formerly known as Kanye West.
You look like this.
So he put up there, a swastika t-shirt. I guess Shopify said, violated the company's terms and responsible for just doing all that stuff. Oh, I guess what they said was this merchant did not engage in authentic commerce practices that violated our terms. All right. Well, he also ran that weird spot where it was him just filming himself in a chair again, and like Fox ran that. NFL
what he
ran
did
that.
last year too.
Yeah, same thing.
He asked me, he was like in a car or some shit.
But now he's on his Nazi hype again and all that different shit. Okay, so say what you want about that. I'm okay, it's bad. Yes, we all know it's bad. At this point, we're so tired of hearing it that we're like, oh, shocking. Here he is. But what I wanted to take a second to compare and contrast was the fact of how washed Ye is now because of this versus somebody who went out there and performed in front of 100 million people, including the president, had us talking about it for basically 20 minutes, all based on the art form itself and not some crazy thing he was doing in the news, because that's all that Ye is now. Yeah. That sucks. And that is a different, because we're talking about Drake now, right? Who actually was on the receiving end of this beef. And we're like, oh, he'll come back. He'll be fine because it's all part of the show. Now, here's somebody else who has bought into his own existence as a public figure. And like, that's it. It's like really upsetting to see. And I mean, like, regardless of how you can feel personally about everything that he's saying, there is a corner for that. But I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about purely the guy who made my beautiful dark twisted fantasy turning into this shit.
Like, that's where it started.
Yeah,
that's where it started.
Well,
he's an attention whore now, and his
that's
music doesn't want that attention alone.
That's when he officially got with that's when he was getting with Kim Kardashian. He turned into like a male Kardashian, bro.
Right.
But the thing is, like,
exactly.
But the thing is, like, you're saying that, but the thing is, he's still relevant. Like, people are still always gonna be like, oh, Kanye just dropped the album. There's no music on there. Oh, I'm gonna go check it out.
Based on what he's done in the past, not any of these recent projects.
Because like even like
his music used to demand that attention, and now he just jumps up and says stupid shit to get that attention.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my point. My point is not like, I think that there will never be a time that people don't pay attention to anymore.
But the thing is, like,
I think that it's just how he's receiving it is just indicative of a decline of an artist that once was at one point and now is at this. And I think it is, for me, the way I put it in our group chat was like, it is the literal personification of like the death of art and like our consumerist culture, that like that's all he has now. Or if he has more, obviously, if he sat down and maybe wrote or something, he found something in himself to make music that was incredible again, but he doesn't want to do that. He wants to do Twitter rants, controversy, swastika. He wants to
porno,
where Ye, posting porno, where Ye is like saying like, oh, I want to suck every fucking powerful dick in the world in order to also be powerful. We have Kendrick in the opposite, who is very tactfully laying down criticism that some people don't even recognize. It's
a lot of powerful dicks.
Yeah.
I mean,
the transfer of powers through dicks.
But Kanye just got there, bro. He just made like he's worth like, or he made like it was like 3-point-something billion or some shit. Like,
sure, yeah, no, this is not saying that he's
not successful.
Yeah, this is not saying that he's not up there. I'm just talking about what he's evolved into as a counterpoint to what Kendrick has.
Well, but he's deep in the game. Like, it's still yet to see what happens with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick might just go full Gemini like Kanye and just start acting a fool. We never know. But then if that happens,
but if that happens though, then we see the blueprint happen again, and then my thesis is completely confirmed about what basically
it's fame though. Yeah, that's what the fame does to you. Like, that's the thing about Kendrick. He can leave and not care about it. Like, that's the thing with Drake.
Exactly.
Drake hasn't name one point when Drake hasn't been in the spotlight or trying to not to be like in the spotlight. He always has to be like relevant and stuff like that. And Kendrick could just go ghost and be like, fuck, what? That's why it's like, oh shit. But like Kanye, bro, he's just full like, he's full like Titan, just going crazy now. Like, he has the music, but he don't drop it. But now he just wants to get all his shit off. But maybe he's doing this on purpose though too, so he could like
100% is doing it.
Like, I'm done with that too. I'm gonna just say the most outlandish shit. Fuck everybody. I'm just gonna go play with my wife's nice nipples and be chilling.
Well, I mean, there's something about the
he's not chilling.
A music artist though. When the music artist only speaks through their music, like what Kendrick does, I wish Ye would move more OG like that. Because
but he's like off his meds and shit. Like Saw Jimmy said about the last album that did well. That like on Weezy said earlier, it hit Billboard and everything. That song,
only the album though. Only the album. The singles didn't do shit.
That one did though. That one did. The soccer
one I hate.
Go.
Yeah, I hate that.
Where did it
charted? That one charted.
It went to like 22. We're talking about Kanye West, right? I mean,
it's gonna chart either way. But his quality of music has declined. But he already admitted to it. He's like, I already conquered music.
Well, that's like, what a fucking fluke. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. I've already conquered
shit came
music.
And went too.
Yeah, it's like, like you only get to say that after you get CTE from playing football. Oh, I did well in the football. Or you come away with rings. Where's his? He doesn't,
he says he's doing better than everyone else.
Like, he's done all that. He got all the Grammys to back it. He got all the awards. Like,
I don't know about the richest, but
even when you guys were talking about that, like that text and everything, I was reading it, but I couldn't respond really because I was at work. I went back and I just started slapping all the first 3 Kanye albums.
Exactly.
They're great.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the point of contrast that I'm making is just like, here's him.
Don't like what he's become, but like you gotta.
Well, it's not even about
now. Like,
it's not even about like whether or not I like it. I'm just saying that the two things that we look at are Kendrick doing what he did at the Super Bowl versus Ye getting yet another thing taken down because he's trying to be like a spectacle and everything like that. And it's just like, that's how the two people approach being in the public eye. And, I found what I said is that Ye has become the personification of cultural perversion in the pursuit of wealth and fame. Like that's what it just becomes, this ugly mess that like is not anything but just the slop that we're all getting tired of.
Yeah, no,
he's joined
I agree what you're saying.
Yeah,
like it's like two ends of the spectrum,
right?
Of
exactly.
where we're at, and then Then, to be honest, you got Drake right in the middle. He's a little bit of both.
Yes,
bro.
exactly,
Especially on the Kanye side. I mean, he's almost a little more on the Kanye spectrum. But
the thing is, like with Kanye, he could just come back, apologize. He's gonna drop something. Everybody's gonna be on him. He could pull a Bryce
Maybe.
Mitchell. Like that's what I feel like inspired him. I feel like
again,
Bryce
we're
Mitchell
all
inspired
carried
this
away.
Kanye rant again.
Maybe.
He seen all this shit that was going on with Bryce Mitchell. He's like, fuck that. That white boy talking like that. I'm gonna go crazier on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he did the same thing with Elon, where he's like, Elon stole my Nazi swag because of the Sig Heil he did at the inauguration.
Yeah.
So that's why he doubled down on it. And yeah, I mean, it's just like you said that like, oh, he could be good. Like, I don't think he'll ever be good because he's addicted
we don't know
to
that,
the attention. Well, he's just like he's addicted to this level of attention. Like that's what he wants. He thinks
like
he's a god.
He comes and goes with it. Like he's a real life. Like he's a wobbler, man. Like shout out to Back on Fit. He's a wobbler. He could want to disappear. I want to be in the mountains in Wyoming, fucking secluded from everything, and then I want to be boom bombing the Grammys with my girl butt ass naked in my crazy ass chrome fucking Maybachs. Like
wasn't he advertising his clothing to rival Skims and hurt Kim's business a bit? That's why he had her out there looking like that.
Really?
That's what I heard. Yeah. He's
he
selling
just
some
like,
female
he just
clothes.
like showing her titties off.
Well,
in his new gear. That was his shit. The invisible garment or whatever. That's
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He might be in the cuck life. I don't know.
He's a billionaire.
I wonder. Yeah, right. I mean, he's probably. But I wonder if the ebbs and flows of him being in the public eye versus not, that's more indicative of his mental health situation. And when he comes back, he's just grabbing at just about anything. He'll like, maybe it's just like as easy as like, what's the most offensive thing to say today? And then go for that,
That's for like Ty Dolla $ign and shit. Cause like they were doing hella music and he just kind of dropping out because this motherfucker doing all this shit.
I had a couple favorites of the Kanye tweet ranting for the 3 days we got it that I saved. One was, I am responsible for bringing back the word honky. You're welcome. That was phenomenal. Yeah. And then the other one where he says, I passed up on 3 wheelchair kids that asked for my autograph. Big shit. Like, why? How are you tweeting these in rapid fire, bro? Just random things.
Yeah. That's the
old meds, bro. Like, he's off the rocker.
I don't know if it's even has anything to do with him being on meds or not. I think it's just a matter of him being like, it's like when it's almost like if you're like, hey, a 6-year-old who's been watching YouTube videos for the past year, have him be on the loudest Twitter page possible, right? Okay, go. And then that's what he does. He's like, it's like, when you would go to the mall and you had a free way to put words onto a ticker that everybody could see. You'd be like, haha, dick, penis, pussy. That's what it would come up,
That's what he been doing on Twitter though. But yeah, now it's just like, you like
he said, hey,
bringing out like hate shit. Like,
yeah, the hate shit is fucked up, but it,
But it's like yeah, it's just his dumbass, bro. Just like I don't even like look into that shit. Like I don't even like, yeah.
Well, it's like that's like bottom of the fucking barrel. That's
some
like
shit. I'll send some shit that's like funny, like on Weezy's hating tweets. Because some is funny. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Kanye West, bro. Like he's crazy.
Shut up and dribble, Kanye. Damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we want, right? But then it's like he just thinks he thinks he's just way bigger than the program.
He's not that pulverizing anymore.
No,
but
he got all his shit taken away. Like so. We'll see.
It's like, oh look, another Kanye West Nazi rant.
But the thing is, like,
like the Aryans didn't even react this time. They didn't fly a banner being like, "See, Kanye's our guy." Like they didn't even do that this time.
Yeah, they even tired of this nigga.
Yeah, they were like, well, he's just doing it again. I mean, and again, the friggin' the other thing too is like on a political way, it's like. These days being radical and like leaning into fascism and shit like that, that's not even, you've got Elon Musk sig-hailing at the fucking inauguration. If he wanted to be edgy, maybe he should become like, do like communist shit or something like that. That'll get headlines, It's just because that's what makes people really go, these days. Like
you should just turn white.
You know,
You
like
should turn white like that dude in that one movie where he became
look,
like
hey,
a
look,
reporter.
like literally, Debo just he hasn't said a fucking word. All I had to say was the buzzword communism, and he's like, he went and grabbed his. No, he's trying hard not to. He's grabbing his. Oh, he's grabbing his nose. He's like,
you got to remember, he was trying to get you last week, but you weren't here about
Leia.
I forgot what you guys were talking about. What was it?
There's a few things that I wish Saul Jimmy was here to talk about with.
Oh, the Gaza thing, and
yeah. The
what was
Gaza resort? It's coming out. I might buy a timeshare.
Are we flowing? These topics.
He's out to Gaza.
There was two of them. I do have one more.
Smoking that Zaza in the Gaza.
Yeah, well, anyway, that's that exact. I mean, good point. Good point. The way to get the Republican involved was to say communism. Thou hast been summoned. What shall thy say?
Buzzword.
Yeah,
right.
got you, motherfucker. Communism is here. What are you gonna say? Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
No.
Oh,
I was just gonna pivot a little bit to something else.
It's like we shouldn't
Pivot
talk
there
about
in the
communism
post,
on
Demo.
this now.
So right here on
yeah,
the
dude.
in the notes, the bottom of the current culture here, I have something that I'd like to talk about here.
Wait, is this that about the monies? Because I like that.
This is not about the monies. This is after that one. I do want to go back to that one. But this one is actually bananas. It's another completely crazy thing that I would like to spend a little bit of time talking about.
El Salvador mega prison.
Yeah. So, well, El Salvador mega prison, they built this huge prison down there, and they actually started talking to Donald Trump about a couple things. The first of which is they said, hey, you know what? All those people you're trying to deport, instead of sending them to their own country, why don't you just mail all of them down to El Salvador? We'll hold on to them for you in our prison. So they made an offer to Donald Trump. They said, hey, you know what? Not only will we take El Salvadorians, but you could just send anybody over here. It doesn't matter. We'll just put them in prison. It's fine.
Wow.
That's kind of like the Guantanamo Bay thing, right?
Well, that's the first part of it. But the real crazy thing is the fact that they also offered, hey, you know what? We'll take your prisons. You'll take your prisoners too. Just send us the worst Americans, and we'll throw them down here in this El Salvadorian prison.
They planning on playing Squid Games with these people or something like this?
No, they're not gonna make it. You're gonna go to the prison. They're just gonna be like,
I mean, maybe it's like, I don't know. For being a businessman, I mean, 13th Amendment pretty much allows you to legally turn prisoners into slaves. So seems like he's not taking advantage of the labor there.
Yeah.
But, well, if I had to think, like,
does it allow you to deport people from the United States? That might be step one right there of his agenda. First, he's making it so you can fire all these federal employees. Now he's going to make it so you can just kick people out of America.
Yeah, but you got to remember they get paid the prisons to have prisoners. So.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about money.
That's here. But what about sending people to El Salvador, Americans? Even though there's constitutional hurdles that they'd have to get through, but Secretary of State Mark Rubio said they would definitely be looking into it.
Maybe we're looking at the next 2025 draft class of LA firefighters.
Right.
Damn.
Well, yeah, I mean, this
big
is
look for El Salvador, man. Shout out to them.
You had a really good point last episode where it is like you were speaking to the thing that I had spoke to 2 weeks ago, which was like flood the zone with whatever wild headline while they pass actual legislation that, like, I mean, for example, Elon Musk just got like $38 million the other day, I think yesterday. Meanwhile, like, he's in there looking like an evil eunuch next to Trump, being like, yes, unelected bureaucrats are bad. Meanwhile,
you can't put the kid on your shoulders just to look like a nice guy. You saw that? You put the kid on the shoulders. Like, I mean,
well, that bit, like, that to say, it's like this could be just like another one of those. Like, if I had to change my mindset to be like a stone cold, use the capitalist labor exploitation, like, I wouldn't want to get rid of the prisoners. I'd want them for fighting the fires. So this could be just a scare tactic, be like, we'll deport you to where the Mexicans are or whatever,
unless there's a chance of them getting out or they're being jailed for just something that Donald Trump came up with to kick them out.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, I mean it's like mini gulag type stuff, maybe or
Exactly.
or
Gulag.
concentration camps. I'm more concerned with the Guantanamo
pest.
Bay one. That seems super sketch.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That-
thinking. The pest.
Yeah,
When that's
They even say like second offenders or some shit. They want to send them somewhere or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
manhunt.
could be, bro. Could be like, oh, all the Squid Games. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, repeat offenders, you're out of there.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
sad,
uh,
man.
Battle Royale. They should just Battle Royale and just lessen the numbers down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just me, Oos.
that's the Hunger Games stuff, man. That's where it's like we'll cheer.
Hey, bring up
Circus.
that next shit in the government article. The pennies
the
thing,
government,
pennies war,
motherfucking
because
system.
I've been talking about this for a minute. I
Fuck you,
didn't put that on the notes,
nigga.
but I would like to
I
talk
put it.
about it because we need to get pennies the fuck out of here.
So it's official now. It's about to
Let's
start
go. Trump's
happening.
America.
Donald Trump has officially
Whoa.
announced that his next movement is to get rid of all the
Pennies on the dollar.
They found out that pennies actually cost, for each one penny, it's about 3.7 cents of cost to create
Yeah,
one penny.
they've been saying it costs more to
which
make
is
a penny
crazy.
than an actual penny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, but this article actually does bring up an interesting issue with that, is that by deleting the pennies out, the smallest coin is going to be the nickel. So they're going to have to make more nickels, but it costs
guess
about
what?
13.8 cents to create one nickel. It's kind of the same issue with a larger deficit, you know.
Well, now,
See,
On
this is
each
why
now
Elon
people-
needed control of
losing
this.
2.8.
Dude, definitely.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're doing
Bitcoin
good
fixes
things.
this.
keep your pennies,
oh,
bro.
damn it, you
and,
beat me
like,
to it. I was literally about to say that.
Shout out to
keep your
Kev.
pennies and then watch like in 20 years and be like, oh, pennies are worth. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
that's kind of all I was thinking. Is like,
Mm.
damn, my lucky penny is about to be dope.
Only homeless niggas are finna have these, bro.
Nah, homies ain't gonna even
Pennies
fuck with
literally
pennies,
are
bro.
not worth the metal that it costs to make them.
That's crazy.
What
Yeah.
about
I mean,
if you had a billion
Might in the
pennies.
future, bro.
There's a lot of countries that have done this too. We're kind of behind on that.
Okay.
Got rid of
Yeah.
their lowest.
I'm not mad
form
at
of
this.
currency.
Like Europe, bro. Yeah, I found
Yeah,
that out too.
London's-
They just be
London's
rounding
doing
up
it.
or rounding down or whatever.
Pennies be gross.
Yeah, Canada's
Filthy
doing
copper
it too.
coins.
Canada
Yeah.
for sure.
Pennies,
I
does
mean,
that.
bro.
yeah,
Lots of germs.
Make
Yeah,
pennies
I
great
mean-
again. Nah, when was a penny ever great, right?
Never.
Back in
Never.
the day. When you
When
could
I
buy
bought-
some shit. When you could buy shit for like 20 cents, that's when you have pennies are cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Store. Yeah.
Yeah, which should be like 14 cents. That's way back.
and it's
Yeah.
fucking non-existent now. Like
Yeah, it was back in the 40s and 50s, right? Like when you see those In-N-Out pictures where like the burgers
6 cents
are
for
like,
like a burger, 13 cents or some shit.
Yeah,
Dave's
that's
giant
cool.
hamburger.
Like, hey, I got 30 pennies.
Yeah, I used penny when I was like 9 years old. I used pennies to buy a Street Shark action figure. I was so proud of myself. I got like the 25
Yo.
pennies together and was like, I'm
Yeah.
getting the Street
When
Shark.
I was a kid,
Wow,
I used to
pennies.
just collect them in the rolls and then end up taking them to the bank for some real cash when I was ready to
Hey,
cash
bro.
them in.
Vin Diesel used to sell those Street Sharks like on those like QVC kind of channels. He had, like,
Yeah.
those-
Dude, I loved Street Sharks. That shit was cool.
Those
as
are
hell,
rare.
man.
They're like the figure was hella fucking big. Like,
Is that a tiger shark with fucking J's on, bro? That's sick.
Well,
They got the John Cena shorts and shit.
Yeah, dude. They were
Yeah.
sick.
shout out to Penny, I guess.
know.
You know,
Take a whiff of your pennies. What's it remind you of?
a bag of pennies.
Yeah.
reminds me of some people's bachelor party. Just kidding.
Ugh.
Hey, well, I mean, on the update, going back to like me missing some sentiments that Timo made about Gaza, it seems that was also shaking some people loose, including the great American hero Sean Strickland. So,
Oh, man.
yeah.
Sean
I
Strickland
could-
must have got some sense beat into him this past weekend.
Yeah, he.
Oh, no,
he
he's doing some
said-
whole shit too, though.
Oppo
said-
CTE.
He said, "Man, if Trump keeps this up, I'm about to start waving a Palestinian flag. American cities are shitholes. You want to go spend billions on this dumpster fire? Did we make a mistake? This ain't America first."
Wow,
That's
I was
it.
very surprised to see that tweet
Yeah,
from him. But
yeah.
man, at least he's paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Unlike people who just turn a blind eye and just stick with their opinion about him no matter what. We got a few of those people we know, but
Well, it's like goalpost moving. You know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
you look at the, talking about comparing and contrasting. Like the moment that Biden slipped after I cast my vote for that dude, I was like,
we called him out. We were not easy on Joe Biden.
No. I was like, fuck this old man. And now, people just can't seem to do the same thing. Just proof that was an actual tweet by Sean Strickland in case he ever gets
Listen, people. Like the sooner people realize that the two-party system is just a design, you know what I'm saying? For us to oppose each other.
You gotta stop looking left and right. You gotta start looking up and down.
God damn it. Yes, exactly, bro.
Right. Bill Burr's got a good couple bits on that too, that's the point too, is like to the guys that it's like, I don't know, at this point, like my heart is completely broken where this is arrived at. I've been talking about this stuff for a year. You guys know some of my deeper opinions about it on other group chats. Now the dude just wants to turn it into real estate, which is a prediction I made like a year ago. So it's like when he comes out and does this stuff, it's like, yeah, about right. Yes, of course they're going to do that. They're going to wipe out a population of people and turn it into condos. Oh, like that's never happened in history. Like here we are, we're back at it. And it's just like, it shouldn't really shock anyone that's where we arrived at. I mean, it is what it is, and it is really sucky. And hopefully people like Sean Strickland can wake up that it's like, you make all the jokes you want and everything like that. Sorry if I'm not being that funny about it, but it's like, those were people. Like there were people that were there and they're not going to be there anymore. And there's going to be some fucking gaudy house with the Trump logo on it instead. And the only way that we're going to get over it is by making fucking jokes about it, because the truth behind it is too fucking hard. It's too hard to fucking swallow. It's too hard to comprehend.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we still gotta live you gotta live your life, bro. You can't let
exactly
all this shit dictate your
100%.
shit. You gotta step away and go be with your family. You feel me? Like live it up.
Yeah,
We're never gonna
got
get
it.
time again, and to waste it on stupid ass politics, like fuck.
Well, it's not. I mean, I wouldn't degrade it to stupid ass politics, but it's less that and it's more powerless politics, because there's not really anything we can directly do without, rapidly changing our lives and getting sent to El Salvador. Clearly,
gratefully for us, we don't have to go through what those people are about to and have been, at least now. And that is a cold world. It's fucked up. And but I think Nesto said this on a past podcast. Like, this is America, bro. We've always done this somewhere.
Someone's always getting done dirty. Now it's just like a lot of people have never been done dirty, and you're gonna fucking see it now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, welcome to the club. Like,
it's a lot more in our face than you know just from opening a newspaper each morning. And
buy some fucking eggs for $10.
Tough to digest, and this is just how this is how this gets down. Us in this world, people.
Welcome to the party, pal.
That's why they have big distractions, like the Super Bowl, all that shit, bro. You're entertainment.
So I be getting high, bro. Is my drug right here, man.
I can't hate on that, bro. No, for real.
He's trying to just enjoy his time here.
Yeah, you'll get worn out.
We have everything the way we do, because what's happening outside of here is cold no matter what. Straight the fuck up.
I mean, that's what Demo was saying, last episode too. He's like, they're just going to get you with headline after headline after headline. They're going to make you feel like you can't do anything. And I mean... Nice. It is like that's it.
Information age, unfortunately.
Right.
Hey,
well, now you can go get it everywhere you want.
Speaking of headlines, it says Gulf of America if you look at it on your phone on the map.
I saw that on Apple.
Like too strung out on compliments. No. Oh, you're talking about headlines. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about head?
Yeah. Also, like straws are back in. I mean, there's a bunch of symbolic wins that are like, all right.
I fuck with the Gulf of America though.
Me too.
It doesn't sound that bad.
Get a shirt, a hat, probably.
If it doesn't start anything negative, like if they ain't tripping.
What about if I get a blue shirt in the Gulf of America? It'd be like oh, whoa. They look at me, I'll be like, it's in the ocean, bro. It's blue.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But they want it covered in blood red.
It's gonna be the next edition. You could put that Gulf of America on the side of your MAGA hat. Just another feather in the cap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, another branding opportunity. Sell a bunch of merch. Actually, that's a good idea. Gulf of America. Yeah. Maybe we should drop a new piece of branding that just says Gulf of America.
Gulf of America red hats.
Yeah.
We do got a G in our name, in our thing. So.
What was the other one that came out that he was like, somebody said, let's turn Greenland into the red, white, and blue land?
Yeah,
I like that.
That's so funny.
Wow.
Hey,
yeah,
we might have to rename ourselves. We're Gen A now, Generation America.
Yeah,
yeah, fuck yeah,
totally. That'll Yeah.
I'm a real
Peace up, A-Town.
American.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's like, keeping up with it as this continues on is just gonna be.
Speaking of America, you guys gonna watch that new Captain America?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, it
Demo
should
had
be
something.
lit.
I saw his
Yeah.
wheels turning, and he
I
dropped.
saw they was
it.
hating on it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Yeah, I do want to get to the media, but one thing that I actually just saw, actually maybe a few hours ago, was, did you see this new alleged picture of not a HBO, a UFO taken by the tourists down in Argentina?
Are you talking about the one that's like the circle UFO that's like floating around? Because there was one where a dude posted on like the UFO Reddit that looks like really insane. That's very clear.
This was like very, very recent, like in the last couple days or something like that.
Yeah, link it. Let's see that.
I don't have a link. You had to look at that.
Well, there's one on the
You'd be
UFO.
like Argentina catamaran tour UFO or something like that. That's what they were on a catamaran tour.
UFO.
There was another one where this one dude who was like skeptical of people who could summon UFOs. He went out and met a woman that could do it, and sure enough, she did. And he got like really high fidelity video of it. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, no, it's not. It's like, yeah, it was a weird one.
Yeah, I went on a tour in Monterey. Like this dude, he knew somebody with a boat, and he took us on the boat. And he said that he seen like a UFO come out the water.
That's believable as hell. People saying UFOs were coming out of the water, man. I'm like, yeah,
Sounds about right, man.
Yeah, that's how I figured they would be down Antarctica. If you can live in space, you can definitely live in the middle of the frozen, inaccessible,
Just imagine that you high on your boat, chilling.
That would be crazy. Man. Hey.
And then they flip your shit, like, motherfucker.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
the laser is above you and just.
Yeah, I got you. I got y'all. Here, check it out. Here's the one that I was talking about. This is here, let's see if we can get that full screen. Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
dude. He gets it from multiple angles and multiple phones. And it just like, wee! And a woman apparently summoned it.
It just looks like a little ball.
Yeah, that's similar to ones that they've seen in like Afghanistan that satellite footage has gotten, where these little dudes just kind of float along.
What about a little ping pong ball?
What
What's
is
the one
he
that
doing?
Demo was talking about?
This isn't the
It
one,
didn't
right?
come up.
No, that's not the one.
That's
the
not
one.
a
One of
drone.
these aliens are tiny, bro. Like they're like this big.
Well, no, they could probably shrink to. They probably got powers.
They could probably take over
They
your
got
body.
magic powers, bro. Yeah, those are the ones that come at you and they like start going really fast and just
What
blast
about-
through your body like a cannonball.
But that also could just be like the little
Drone.
sun,
that?
the little
There you go.
pawn, the little pawn. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
they send out.
All right, contrast that with this one.
It's just
the
some
one that-
alien sperm that's
No,
exploding.
that-
What are you talking
that's-
about? Or what are you
It's
talking
not the real. That's
Is
that's
that
a
it?
fake one.
That look
This
like a
one that I
movie-ass
sent
one
is
right
from the real article down there. It's in
Mars-
that one right there.
Mars
Yeah,
attacks
look at that.
ass thing.
Oh, okay. All right, let's check
That
it
like
out.
There's just
video-
whole
it's a
bunch of
video of
alien jizz just floating around the sky and shit.
This is what they captured.
Nah, this looks like a scene out of the Power Rangers. What is this? What is this?
This
This is
looks
Avengers
fake.
deleted scene.
That looks like the Hobgoblin's
Nah,
body.
hell no.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Right.
that's a
Take-
mushroom alien? What is that?
The hobgoblin.
Look like
Yeah.
crustacean.
That's funny as hell, bro. Yeah, that one's all right. I mean, like, which
That's
one do you
clear, though.
believe? Who you got?
What the fuck? That shit, bro. That looked like the prop in Travis Scott's old set, bro.
Yeah.
The
Right,
show he was
right,
doing.
right.
Nah,
Yeah,
hell no.
allegedly
Yeah.
there is a like a version of what we have kind of like Roswell, where there's a crash. There is a Chilean site
Oh,
down there that's had the Chilean army and of course NASA went down, special envoys, but there's a site out there too that is just as
Yeah.
infamous.
Both could be true,
We
though.
don't got
I
the
mean,
X-Files sound no more.
aliens, but they're not just one group. Alien just means not us, you know?
Yeah,
They not
that-
like us.
Exactly.
Flippy.
Multiple species, multiple races, whatever you want to call it.
Where the
They
X Files
just-
found
their
it.
aliens just speak Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Hola.
What do you call them in Star Trek? Species?
Yeah,
They're different
something.
species or different people or different.
Different. I don't know.
Hey,
Yeah.
you watched
Dude,
that
there's
Star
like
Trek movie?
didn't they tell I talked about it on here? They were like they were talking about like the one dude, they were saying, how many aliens do you think there are? And he's like 7. It was like, okay, 7. Gotcha.
there's-
He's like,
There's the
gorgeous.
tall man and there's the
7
gray.
because- There's the
Grays.
Nordics. They call them the
7
Yeah, there's a
Nordics. They're
bunch of different ones.
like, yeah,
For sure.
The minis.
I
yeah.
washed my booty hole 7
Hey.
times, cuz.
Damn,
Namex.
Hey, no,
Nemex?
do you know you see
Namek,
that?
bro? Nah.
You watched that new
I'll
Star
be
Wars?
good
I
off
mean,
that.
Star Trek movie.
No, I haven't seen it yet, but
With the alien From like,
it's probably pretty
like-
tight. It's the Sector
terrible.
31.
Yep, you already know.
So Sector 31 is specifically, if you just imagine like, you know how the Federation is like, peace and love and mankind. Well, somebody has to, be the CIA for them and be out there destabling colonizations and doing all the cutty stuff. That's what Sector 31 of Star Trek is. And they just dropped a movie. It's up on Paramount Plus right now.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool.
No, yeah, it's with
Yeah.
the Asian chick from Crouching Tiger, and also that movie that you like, the Everywhere Is Everything, right? That's her.
Yeah.
Everything everywhere all at
Michelle
once.
Yeoh. Is her
Yeah,
name.
Michelle
Michelle
Yeoh.
I may be
She's
down
been
to watch
around
that
for a
one.
minute.
Yeah,
No, they said it's
so-
terrible, but yeah, because I know every time I see it come up on them sites, I always think about you. Pause.
Hey,
The
yo.
backstory to
Oh,
that
come
is
on.
like she was
I wonder if Timo watched
there
this.
was a famous captain, right?
Wonder what he's
That
wearing
was
right now.
running all the stuff. But then
They making it
they
weird,
went to
bro.
a mirror universe, and in the mirror universe, this lady who was the famous captain of the Federation was actually the Terrans. She was their empress. She was the most ruthless
I don't know
leader
if I
of
really
the,
like
the
Star
evil
Trek.
version of humans.
Is he
And
hard
she,
like me right now?
came back to
Yeah, this
the
is
to the real
reminding
world.
me of the
and
2
it
episodes.
better be the sketch one.
Yeah, he didn't
Y'all
say
wanna
shit
hear?
about
Dang.
the whole Kanye and Drake, and look at that. We talk about Star Trek, boy.
We're talking about
going crazy.
Klingons and
Yeah,
That other
exactly.
nigga's there.
Tell
It's
you,
the
man,
evil
you bring up,
human
video
in a
games.
different
Mars.
universe.
bring up
Running
communism,
the
and he
secret
gets
police of Star
going.
Trek.
Smells like
Hey,
communist. You feel me?
excuse me.
Space communism, bro. Don't get in
I
the
don't
way of
listen
that.
to
We
that
can take you to
TBD
Star
hop.
Trek.
Let's
Hey,
talk
Vietnam's not doing too bad. That's it.
Yeah.
Vietnam's not doing too bad.
Vietnam.
Hello. Republicans are like at end of life, and they're like, you know what? I'm gonna probably move away from the United States, probably to Vietnam. And it's like,
Yeah.
interesting choice.
Thailand. Hey,
Hey,
must be the
Yeah.
truth.
Man,
I bet more people would go to China if they were like not the way they are about immigration. I don't know. That's funny enough. You think our immigration is kind of tough, and everything like that?
bro,
Y'all
you
should
gotta
take
do,
a second
you gotta
to
do hella shit, and then like you gotta get like a pass to stay out there, and then if you go past the dates, you get locked up or some shit like that, or you
Yeah,
get a fat
they're-
ass fine.
It doesn't sound
Well,
fun.
that's every country. But
Yeah.
Bro.
they got a lot of dudes over there.
China.
A lot of
China?
dudes. Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen hella Chinese bitches.
Well,
the
that
whole
and like that Japanese too. Like they like there's a here's the thing.
Oh, for sure.
The problem is that in the Asiatic countries right now, is that they're not fucking. They're not having sex. That's what's the
Hey.
weird thing.
Man,
like,
that's
they're
a
about to
big
go
problem.
In China, is there a limit? You can only have one girl, but you could have
Yeah,
boys.
No, they got rid
Gotta
of
bring
that.
back
They
Uncle
got
Luke.
rid of that.
They got
They
rid of
got
that,
rid of
bro.
Got rid
Yeah,
of that
well,
years
that-
ago.
Recently, they got rid of it, but not to the age of Chinese that you need.
Yeah, well, that's the whole.
You need that. You need.
I mean, I could get into a dissertation, but China's
You need
like, in
some.
trouble with like their
Japan,
demographics
my
right
bad.
now. Like they're not gonna be able to like sustain their work rate because of the fact that people.
The Timu work rate? Yeah, that
Yeah,
work
hell
rate is
no.
crazy.
No, just like
They are-
economy in general. Like they are not going to be
Okay.
able to keep up that production.
Yeah,
They are
them
trimming
LeBron's
down the
gonna
Muslim
stop coming.
population.
Man.
Man.
Actually,
Where would you
alright,
guys go? Where would you guys go
All
in
right.
Asia right now? Vietnam, Dave?
Go to
Oh, that's
Vietnam.
racist.
Well, one because I can speak the language, so I
Hey,
can at least.
You been
survive.
there?
Nah, never been to motherland.
Ghana.
Oh, you should going. Like, why you gotta flip it like
Ghana's
that?
nice as hell, dude. Ghana's sick.
Yeah, I've
You
heard
know what
very
I'm
good
talking
things
about. I'm
about it.
talking about like
Shout outs to Casey. He's Ghanaian royalty.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
Yeah.
I think
Y'all
his
didn't know
uncle's
that?
like is like a high position in the government of like right below the president or something like that.
He's the Black Panther.
Something along those lines.
I go to China though. I go to
I'm gonna go with
Macau.
him.
Go
The boy
ball
doesn't
out.
drive. The boy doesn't drive when he's there. He gets driven only. You know.
It's hard.
A ball out in Macau. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, what were we going to
Shout
talk
out.
about before we went on this our next tangent? Because what did you give?
Demo was watching some weird shit.
It was before media, but you know.
Yeah. Well, he was talking about
Yeah.
Captain America, but of course, we're all going to see it, right?
No, I mean I don't know. Maybe in
Yeah.
the movies right now. That's what I was saying. Who's actually gonna go to the movies and watch it?
Oh, Demo for
I
sure.
think
If
I'm
you
gonna wait
don't,
for it to hit
if you
the
don't go to
side,
the
bro.
movies,
I hate to say this, but it's hard for me. I haven't latched on to the Black Falcon as Captain America yet, bro.
I
feel
mean,
like a whole
a
white
lot of
man.
people haven't, bro. And then like a lot of people were saying, like you said, this movie's bad. Like it got reshot hella times. They even cut my boy Seth Rollins from the movie. He was playing like a villain, and they cut his shit completely because they got what's the black Italian guy? What's his name? Giancarlo.
I like Steve Richards as Captain America.
Wait,
man.
so the Falcon guy's called Captain
Steve-
America now?
whatever.
He's
his
Captain
name-
America now. That's why
name.
his suit is different and everything.
Yeah, but like but they call him Captain America. Like that's his
Yes.
name.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Cap
like
now,
the
bro.
What was his
This
old name?
movie
Falcon?
yeah,
It's like
Or
when
Black
Obama
Falcon.
became president or something.
not the Black Falcon.
So wait, I just always called him the Black Falcon, so his name was just
Racist
Falcon.
mother.
Nah, he was originally the Black Falcon in the comics.
Yeah, see?
But you know,
Say it because he was
They
black.
just called him Falcon because it was like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
yeah, yes.
But
But
then in the
Stan Lee
show-
made him the Black Falcon in the comics.
I was rewatching the show and somebody he came out. They're like, "Oh, that's the Black Falcon." And the little kid was like, "That's Captain America." Because at the end, like that's when they make him Captain America. Yeah.
Papa Doc, shout out, bruh.
Hey, that boy got range though. He
nice.
got hella movies, bro.
I like him. He's cool. What's his name again? Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, see, I hope this one does good because I want him
Yeah, I want
but
him. I've been about him since
succeed. You
Pain
feel
and
me?
Gain.
Like, because I think they've been hating on this movie a lot. So
Yeah,
we'll
but
see.
you know how we do. We like to get our own opinion of shit. We real
Oh yeah,
like
for
film
sure.
watchers. You know. What I'm
But this
saying?
is like supposed to
Love Hurts too.
This is supposed to set up the new Avengers 2.0. They said that,
and that's
is setting
cool. If
that
this
up.
isn't that good, you know what I'm saying? That's cool.
Yeah, that and Thunderbolts. Which,
But
you know,
that's
Well, Thunderbolts is like its own thing right now, right?
oh yeah, we saw the
Bucky's
Thunderbolts during
Bucky's
the.
not even in this movie.
but it ties in. It ties in apparently
Oh
to
yeah,
how
Red Hulk
whatever
is supposed to be in
direction.
Thunderbolts.
saw the
right?
trailer during the Super Bowl, right? They showed that.
No,
then
that was
they
like a
also showed-
teaser, and it said go watch the real trailer.
They also showed Mission Impossible 10B or whatever, the last finale of Mission Impossible
10B?
series. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is because there was already 10A and then this is kind of 10B.
Yeah. Mission
Another
Impossible.
Mission
Ask Appendix
that fool,
4.
he fucking owns
Encyclopedia
that shit though.
Britannica.
That's what's crazy.
Tom Cruise is a beast with this series.
I mean, I feel it. I'd make more Mission Impossibles if I was him too, and if I was Vin Diesel, I'd keep making Fast and Furious. And
Well, that's
shit,
what
but-
Vin Diesel was doing
like,
too, because he like
The
owns that shit, so-
serialization.
Mission Impossible is so much better than Fast and the Furious, though.
Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah.
But I guess it is. But it is a better
Well,
movie. But culturally, I mean, Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
series-
there is no family like.
Depends on how many brain cells you want to use while you're
But
watching.
but the thing is, you could pick,
That's
how
fair.
you're feeling too with those like Fast and the Furious. Like, oh, do I want to take it back to number 2?
Yeah,
I
or
don't want to
go
watch when
Tokyo
they hook
Drift.
back up, or do I want to
Eva
go see
Mendes.
some Tokyo shit? You know,
I
want to
see like a cinephile's
rock.
analysis of like one of the Fast movies, like maybe Tokyo Drift, and like give one of those things where it's like they do the freeze frame, and he's like, "Well, you see when he pops the clutch here, that's actually him in recognition of his struggles with his father, and that's kind of a callback to what will be the future relationships down the like just the full academic breakdown of Tokyo Drift. That would be fun. I should probably
Hey,
do that."
I mean, I'm not even a big car guy like that, right? I wasn't like fanning out during the Fast and Furious thing, but I watched them all, and just Han with Gal Gadot in that, like that's inspiring as a AM WF guy.
Yeah,
That
no, I
type
feel
of
that.
vibe.
Yeah, those big ups for the culture for sure, man.
that put
Yeah, that
Gal
was huge
Gadot on
culture.
too. I want to say like
Mhm.
she got more popping into the Fast.
The
movies.
AAPI culture.
The
It's a good
there's
Jew.
There's a there's a TV show debuting that I wanted y'all to just go put on. It's called Match Point. Match Point, and it's a new series created by former football player Vernon Davis. He's acting in it as a retired tennis player. Him and his old buddy that also was a retired tennis player. That's their characters are playing, and it's, I guess, in podcast format of what they call a mockumentary. Some comedy
on Apple.
It's going to be on Apple TV and Amazon Prime. Go watch that shit. Let it stream. You know, my pops is up in there acting a fool. I guess he was confused by what a mockumentary is, but the director of this is really legit. She's won Emmys and shit. Rosalind Gold, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, check out Match Point, the series on Prime and Apple TV. Catch some laughs. I heard it's funny.
It's out right now.
Vernon Davis. Yeah, it's out right now.
Now.
Shout out Vernon Davis.
Shout out Match Point. Shout out VD.
So speaking of football players, Marshawn Lynch and also the new Jackie Chan, according to a lot of people, apparently. They're going to be in a movie called Love Hurts.
Yep.
So Marshawn Lynch finally getting like a bigger role in his Hollywood.
It's like a whole ass movie now. Shit, it's crazy.
He's one of the main characters. So,
what's that guy's name though? Like his real name? Was it like?
It's like sounds like your favorite dim sum dish, huh? It's like.
Well, that's the fool from the Goonies because they've been saying that they're gonna make a Goonies remake. That's pretty crazy.
His name's Wee Q Lee or something.
Is this Yellow Excellent, guys?
Shouts out Christy.
Yellow Excellence, bro, of the week, bro, of the month, of the year.
Yeah, the little promo videos been hella funny. They were taking like shots together and shit.
Yeah, shout outs to him, bro.
And Marshawn Lynch, living the dream.
Mm-hmm. That's like the new Rush Hour.
That's what they're trying to. That's what they're trying to joke around with it.
Yeah, I'm down to watch Marshawn Lynch in just about anything.
Yeah. Oh, one plug. I did watch something for once that for once I'm back on media. I watched a movie with my girl called it's an older movie, but A Dog's Purpose.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think Demo talked. Didn't you watched this before? A
Dog's Purpose is sad.
I think you talked about this one in many episodes. Yeah.
Oh, you Demo did or you did? So Jimmy.
Like it was because they were like almost drowning the dog when they were filming it.
Damn.
Oh, really? In real life? That's what happened?
Yeah, like the dog was really in they had to keep throwing him in the water, bruh, so they could film it.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, bruh.
It's like
you know what scene I'm talking about, right? When the dog was in the river?
When
they really were like throwing the dog in the water, bruh.
Oh, hell no. That can't be legal.
That's fucked.
Oh man, but I mean, it's a good emotional tearjerker. You know, it's Valentine's Day weekend. If you need to watch something, with your girl and get some brownie points or something, that's a good emotional one. The dog, it's just a dog reincarnated into multiple dogs over every time they die. So you just see this dog die multiple
reincarnated.
Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of sad, but also great at the same time. But like good, positive.
Right. You seen that movie on Prime
I can't handle
the wrestler with one leg?
Softy. Wrestler with one leg?
Yeah, Anthony Robles story. They made a movie about him with it's like J-Lo. And it's that one dude who be being in all the Amazon Prime like series and shows, like I forget his name, but yeah, it's about this kid who was born with one leg. And then he was a beast at wrestling. He won like state and in college, he like killed it too. He went undefeated.
What was dude's name in the WWE that had a nice little run? One-legged guy.
Is that about the guy that Brock Lesnar
in the Attitude Era?
Oh, I forgot. When that Brock Lesnar fucked up,
Justin, you did smoke. Just Incredible.
No, Just Incredible was
actually from ECW.
It was a name like that. Anyways.
But yeah, watch that movie. You want to be inspired and get some tears. Shout out J-Lo.
Hey, shout out J-Lo.
Vintage.
Hey, so I did watch that movie I talked about, the Bone Tomahawk.
You watched Bone Tomahawk? Oh no!
So I watched Bone Tomahawk. Okay.
Okay.
So Bone Tomahawk. I don't know how I felt about this movie because what happens is these guys are out there, it's your typical, cowboys and natives adventure, except they go to find these natives, and they find out that they like evolved into something else.
Well, like evolved, I think, is what they were trying to say.
They turned into something. I don't know. They had like little like whistles for windpipes, and were like, and had like, I don't know, special moving. I don't know. There was a very graphic kill. They were just eating people. They were going crazy, but it wasn't that crazy. It was pretty messed up. But I want to say, like, as far as violence, gore, not really, but it was kind of a mind mess up. It was kind of racist. I was like, yo, if I was a Native American person, I'd be like, bro, what is this movie? I would be upset. I wouldn't be very happy about this.
Well, I mean, that fatality in that is like top 10 at least.
I would say it was pretty, as far as one-off kills. That one was one of the why did they do that? Type of
so unnecessary.
It was unnecessary and overblown.
Give us the 1 to 10 score.
Or that kill.
The movie.
Well, of the movie, I don't know. Like, it was kind of like, you should watch it, but you're gonna be like, I don't know about that. 2025, I don't know how that this hits the same that it would in 2015.
Got you.
Just because everybody's more woke now.
They made the distinguishment between this, like they kind of, there's like a couple throwaway lines where like, this isn't actual Native Americans, this is like special kinds. Like they make a couple.
These aren't no kin to me.
Yeah.
Here's your next assignment. You need to watch Cholo Zombies. Let us know.
We found something. I looked it up. But yeah, that was Bone Tomahawk, man. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Sit down, pull up a chair with your girl and go watch Bone Tomahawk.
Fuck off the night.
Yeah, that's what we not gonna do.
Watch
fuck off your old
How'd
night.
you like that Craven movie? Weezy?
Finally, so the first time I was too tired and fell asleep on it, not because of the movie put me to sleep, but it wasn't bad, bro. Like, I feel like it got a little too much hate for what it was, and it was kind of cool.
The Rhino was weird though.
The Rhino was weird, but spoiler alert, the ending of it and the creation of other characters that you see, like Spider-Man and other Marvel people facing villains like the Chameleon, shows you like how that character comes to fruition. I thought it was pretty cool. I would give it more of like a 7.
I gave it like a 6.
Yeah,
6.5.
7.
6.7.
Then
at these two was like whack. I seen that. I didn't really like that one either.
Oh, really?
Compared to the first one, hell no.
Yeah, 50 shit.
Was 50 still a producer though on that?
Yeah.
So he still got his name up in that thing. But yeah, it's a couple new movies. There's hella shit out there that I just been slacking.
There's some new shit out there that we should check out for sure. It's been a busy.
I've been watching anime.
Hey.
Invincible.
I've been watching I mean that's up. That I love that show. But Vinland Saga on Netflix. It's some strong anime for sure. But yeah, like what a fellow filmmaker was like, sometimes in the film world you'll get the flag thrown that people are like, watch this anime, it'll help your filmmaking. And I understand why. It's like it's made in a particular way that is very interesting to watch. And like the story is it's very Dragon Ball Z in the way that the story is. We're like, I'm powerful, I'm also powerful. And like it's just power levels facing off and like way too epic stuff. But like the way that it's filmed, I guess you could say, is very, very unique and cool. And I like it. It's pretty good. It's got me in. Vinland Saga.
Okay.
Saga.
Still working on that American Primeval. Some crazy killing.
Oh yeah. Bro, that's actually a good watching Bone Tomahawk after American Primeval is a good follow-up actually.
You're talking about anime, but I never got into anime except for Gundam back in the day. And they're gonna make a live action Gundam, right?
I don't know if they ever did. They might have.
No, they're going to.
They
Yeah,
are.
it's like
Okay.
work.
So were you watching Cartoon Network, and then when Dragon Ball came on after that, you turned it off?
Yeah, I never got into Dragon Ball.
Wow.
Yeah, me neither.
Dang.
I watched some of it because my cousins were watching it, but other than
Dragon
that, I was
Ball
never a big
went
fan
harder.
of Dragon Ball.
That shit
I
went
was-
crazy.
I was too much into wrestling.
I straight up. My dad made it so that I couldn't watch the next episode of Dragon Ball Z once. I straight up tried to punch him. Like that was like back in the day. Like that's how into Dragon Ball Z I was. He was like, he made fun of me for like.
I was a big sitcom guy
and I went-
growing kid.
Yeah,
growing up,
they
so
were
I never
like
really
low
had
key
it.
too.
Yeah.
I would watch like the black sitcoms too, like on UPN, like 1-on-1 and shit. Like
Yeah,
that.
1-on-1. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did watch those shit.
One-on-one. Shouts
Yeah.
out Flex.
Yeah.
Flex Alexander.
Tyler
You
Pratt.
real name?
Robert Rashad. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like
Mark Harvey show.
Steve Harvey Show.
Oh hey, it looks like Demo's pulling up the
Townsends.
scoreboard. Sounds like-
Marlon Wayne's brothers.
Yeah,
we-
Parenthood.
we running long here, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hey, man,
just
hey.
to wrap up what's been going on,
Dumbass.
I don't know if you guys noticed something. Your boy Demo, for once, up on the top of the leaderboard
Hey.
at 5-1, basing off race and nationality and washness of some of the fighters. Also came into play during this season, but the rest of the field is at 3-3, 500.
Hey, but it's only like we're going on a stretch right now until May.
Very
so-
early, very
Yeah,
early.
so gotta go crazy. This is 2 title fights, though. You put it for you didn't even put it for both, huh?
I actually added both in there. Yes.
Nice.
See the tail of the tape.
Yeah, man. Like you guys
See their
said,
bodies.
Strickland got his ass kicked by the 4th African king, Dricus Duplessis.
The 4 horsemen now.
I went out there and
My fucking dumb ass went with Strickland. Like I was trying to go for America, but yeah, he got his ass kicked, broke his nose,
Woke
Had-
Strickland can't fight.
had staph infection in his arm, so he was coming in fucked up. And then co-main event, hey, China.
Yeah. Yellow Excellence.
Hey.
Zhang Wei Li.
I wish I chose her. I had a commie instinct to choose her.
She's one of the best of all time, women of all time.
Yeah,
in
she's a
UFC.
beast, man. She went in there,
No.
destroyed Tatiana, beat her every way of the game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she wants a big fight next, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, this week we got Hobocop versus the Killer Gorilla. Let's get it.
Yeah.
We got that.
Man. this is
I've never seen Rodriguez.
You've seen him
Fuck.
fight before, most likely. But he's decent, but he's not like this is gonna be his first fight against like a title contender.
Oh, I think I
guy,
saw his
so-
fight against Armon or whatever.
He had a fight where he got his fucking dome split the fuck open. Like you can see like the white meat of his head.
The
I'm
white.
gonna go with
Yeah.
the brother. I'm gonna go with Cannoneer.
Yeah, it's a big fight.
I only know Cannoneer, so I'm probably gonna go Cannoneer as well.
The killer. Like I say,
Right.
he got them crystals, so
Also, Rodriguez, he's kind of like porn actor coded. I don't know why, but he kind of just has that look.
Yeah, well, he
Look
just
about
looks like
him,
he has a
you know?
large penis. Is that what you're saying?
He looks
No,
like
not that, not even
Yanni.
that, like, no, like the way, like
He
he looks
definitely
like that
just
dude who
spit on it.
like he looks like when the 2 chicks are like doing something in the pool, and then he's like shows up and he's like, "Hey, ladies, somebody need a pool cleaning?" Like that's kind of how he,
Yeah.
kind of his vibe, bro. Like,
He's
it's
he's Brazilian Johnny Sins. Is that
yeah,
what you're saying?
like
Yeah,
kind of.
Johnny-
It could be that
Yanni
he's a little like
Sins.
John. Yeah, he looks a little bit like Yanni
Only
Sins.
sins. Only sins.
Yeah.
Giving a little bit of Yanni Sins and
Funny.
Shane Diesel.
Yeah, just
Yanni
like I don't know.
Sins.
He just seems like generic bald guy who shows up in a porn. Like that's what he looks like. little
He's the
bit.
driver in the act, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. No, like it's even in that. Like I'm not even talking about like a guy who's in a porn who's actually
acting.
screwing. I'm talking about the guy who just like shows up as like a third
He's just there.
person who's just there and then like doesn't actually get to participate. Like, he's like the guy's like, "Oh, sir, you forgot your keys." He's like, silly me. And then he's never seen again, or like
And
the
then,
valet.
and then on the
as
side,
they're
he's a
leaving.
fluffer.
Yeah, or something. Or he's just like, he
Fluffer's
hasn't
Hey
had his break yet.
yo,
Yo.
did
Yeah.
you mean a gaffer, bro? Like that.
Oh, I don't know. Fluffing them
Fluffer.
around.
No, Fluffer.
That,
important
Fluffer,
Fluff-
that
yeah.
means he keeps the actor like hard when
Yeah.
in between
Yeah,
scenes.
exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
Yes. What you think I meant? That's what I meant.
You think, yeah, Fluffer.
Yeah,
Talking
exactly.
about the guy who cradles the dong? Yeah, that's guy.
Isn't that like
Yeah.
a dude with the big microphone? You know what I'm saying?
That's
This
the
man
phone.
looks like he has a firm grip on
Yeah.
things.
But
Anyway,
yeah, no, I'm not gonna go with him. Too poor and coded. Go ahead, Jared.
Yeah, I'm going with Cannoneer. Fuck it. I did pick him yesterday too on the smoke down. Go check it out. But yeah,
Gorilla.
Yeah,
Is that racist?
Glorilla.
we got to go
Is
with
that
the
three
I'm glad
Cannoneers?
you
Because
brought it
that's
up
where
before
I'm
I did.
at.
Yeah, we're gonna curse Cannoneer. He is 40 years old, by the way, and we seen him. He's on a two fight losing streak.
Yeah, but he's like.
But
a
I think
way
this is
better-
the last ride with
One
Cannoneer.
last ride,
So
brother.
I'm going Jared Cannoneer, the killer gorilla.
Killer.
Glorilla. He's definitely an anime and like crystals type of guy, like Nesto was saying.
That's tight though. That's tight though. If it works for him, then like.
Who was
why
a
would-
UPS driver too, right? At one point, he just
Yeah, I
looks
think
like
so.
just hella swollen his UPS fit.
He's just like pitching the packages from the. Alrighty. So that's
Alrighty,
good. We have everything in there.
Yeah, bro. Look out
Who
for
the-
the fourth impact.
Everybody pick Cannoneer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, shout outs to the Warriors on the Jimmy Butler trade, by the way, seeing how that's going. Hopefully, good things for this last ride. Luka's
be
not
working
so
so
fat
far.
anymore, I guess. People are fat shaming him, and now they're like, "Oh, it's not so bad."
He didn't look fat at all when he got off. Like first came to LA. He's like, what?
Exactly.
They're just trying to get rid of his ass.
They were just trashing his name, bro. But yeah,
Calling him fat and shit.
yeah. And then AD's already hurt.
Yeah. So, but NBA's heating up now. That football's over. So
He just got to get his
Yeah.
swag back, and then yeah, man. This weekend is the All Star out here in San Francisco in the Bay Area, so a lot
Shout
of
out
things
to him.
going on. It's gonna be lit.
there's already a lot of activities that's been going
There's
on all
hella
week.
shit going on.
for,
There's gonna be a lot of crime going on. A lot of people
Yeah,
getting bipped. A
that
lot of people
too.
getting jacked. Young,
Be
the
careful, y'all.
YNs in the Bay are gonna be feasting for sure.
Yeah, be careful, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Nothing sweet.
Well, that's not a
Out-of-towners.
fun fucking fact, Timo. You got
In
something.
fact,
to
you're about to
lighten
get
the mood.
bipped if you're an All-Star weekend, so be careful, be vigilant.
Hey, fun fact: if you're an All-Star weekend, prepare to get your shit splashed. You know,
Facts.
keep that fucking.
So,
boy.
I got a question for you. What's heavier, a pound of gold or a pound of feathers?
I thought you were gonna say
This
pennies.
name, dude. God damn it.
Pound of gold,
Pound of gold or a pound of feathers? What do you guys say?
Neither.
Neither.
They're the same
They
weight.
weigh
They're
the same.
It's 1 pound.
No, that's actually wrong. A pound of feathers is heavier than a
I knew-
pound
Can I-
of gold.
I knew it was gonna be that. It was too
Because-
like outlandish to be
Yeah.
this gold.
Yeah,
Well,
that's like
you
a
guys would
build.
shut
like,
up and listen, then you would understand what the fun fact actually is. Unless you guys want to keep talking. Okay. So
And that's a
talk
gold is
show, yeah.
actually a pound of gold is something else other than anything else that is a pound. There is a different pound that is used for gold. So for some reason, a pound of gold is like, like 0.6 pounds of regular. Which is kind of shifty. Make sure you keep that in mind if you're ever buying gold, especially for those of you that are getting after it. A pound of gold is not what you think of when you think
Yeah,
of a pound.
It's not like a pound of dro when you go buy a pound of dro.
It's not
and a
the
pound of
same
gold.
it's like a
weighs-
pound,
Gold-
like a British pound.
No, gold is something that's measured in like a ancient gold thing that comes from like 50 gold coins, equaling like some amount of gold. And
It's
they
not
call that-
LBS.
Oh yeah, I be
It-
watching a
it's
lot of
something
those videos in the New York Diamond
Yeah.
District. That's my shit.
But they
Where
use
are my
grams.
diamonds?
If you're gonna purchase, don't you
Mazalito.
purchase by the grams and kilograms?
purchased by the ounces of gold.
It could be ounces. But yeah,
12.
12.
12 ounces
Not
of
pounds.
gold, 12 Troy ounces equals 1 pound.
One
Oh
U.S.
zips.
pound,
man, we were just like
No.
a
one
perfect
marijuana pound,
representation
or
of
kind of
why the education system in the United States is tough.
Because we don't use the metric system.
He was just trying to teach us something, and we were like, "Dang!"
Fuck
Yeah, I'm
you.
like, be careful if you're buying precious metals because the
Sounds like the gold is gay.
Black
People
Falcon.
don't be buying it by the pound, though, bro. Nobody's going to buy gold by the pound.
Yeah,
You
but
buy bars of
16
gold is measured a certain
Buy
not
gold.
by the pound.
Might
gold.
need to.
When
But
you were
if
talking, I
if
should have
buy
just
an
played
ounce of
NBA
gold,
YoungBoy on my phone while you were talking.
Yes, they would
Buy
buy
some
an ounce
bricks,
of
bro.
gold.
Buy some
because they
bricks
do
of
they
gold.
sell ounces of gold, but an ounce of gold, if you measure it out and they measure you an ounce, you're getting caught because it costs it weighs actually 10% more to get an ounce of gold than it does of a standard ounce. So if you're purchasing that, you need to be careful if you're purchasing platinum or gold or any other precious metals because they're in troy ounces.
Troy ounce.
Tight, bro.
That's why probably why they use grams.
Even
I
still,
don't know.
yeah.
Put another digit in the group chat on wax for yo.
Yeah.